back to our channel. We have just arrived in Melbourne.
Melbourne is the coastal capital of the southeastern Australian state of Victoria. At the city centre is a modern Federation Square development with plazas, bars and restaurants by the Yarra River. The Melbourne Arts Precinct is the site of the Arts Centre Melbourne, a performing arts complex with the National Gallery of Victoria with Australian and Indigenous art.
Is on 1%. So I'm going to quickly give you a room tour. This is the room. Here it is. Good thing the room's small. Rubbish view, but that's fine. And the bathroom. And there you go. That's our room. We are going to bed now and we will see you guys in the morning. It is late. We've driven from Sydney. So it's bedtime. Good night. Morning vlog. We are heading out now. I have such a sore throat and I don't know why. I think it's the air conditioning, but we are heading out now. We need to drop our car off.
We arranged to drop off our car rental early the next morning because we knew we were going to get in late to Melbourne. This meant we got a lovely long drive through the city in the morning and got to see a little bit of the surrounding areas before we headed off to Queen Victoria Market. We heard such good things about this market and honestly it lived up to the expectation. It was so cool. However, we did visit quite early in the morning and I think if you go later it might be a bit more lively. We decided to have breakfast and Alex tried a proper Melbourne coffee, which we've been told is the best coffee in the world. I think you would agree, it was pretty tasty. I then went to have my nails done. Now, to be totally transparent, I started not feeling so great at this point. We had spent some time walking around the mall as it was quite chilly outside and we didn't have much warm clothing, before sitting down for lunch at Grilled, which is one of our favourite burger places in Australia. Alex tried on some clothes and then we found this F1 mural which Alex was so happy about because he loves the F1 and it was taking place in Melbourne in just a couple weeks. We seem to be missing the F1 everywhere we go. It was the same in Vegas. We had a tram stop right outside our hotel, so we decided to head back so I could have a bit of rest. We then decided it was probably a good idea for me to go and find a doctor, so we got back on the tram and headed over to the free clinic that's available in Australia. The tram ride was so beautiful and we got to see a good part of Melbourne again. We then grabbed Zambiro's for dinner and headed back to the hotel. It's kind of like Chipotle and it's so tasty.
Morning YouTube. I randomly stopped filming last night because we ended up going to the walk-in clinic and he did say I had tonsillitis. So I'm now on penicillin. As you can tell, I had a rough night last night. I've been awake since like 5:30. It's now nearly 11. Just dying, to be honest. It's our last day in Australia today, so we're kind of trying to get the morning moving. We need to pack because we have a flight at 6 AM tomorrow morning. And our suitcases are a mess, so that is what I'm going to start off doing now, is get some packing done. This is the current mess that we are dealing with. Ugh. Let's get going. Get started on.
We decided to head out again and I was trying to convince myself that I felt a lot better. We ran into this F1 place and Alex took some time looking around the stuff. However, it's a little out of our price range. We did some walking through the city and it was such a beautiful day here. There was this really cool clock in one of the malls that went off every hour and that was pretty cool. We basically spent the whole day going up and down escalators and kind of getting lost in the mall. It's pretty confusing. After about 2 hours of walking around, I decided that I needed to rest. I was fooling myself thinking that I was any better, so I got some fruit and we headed back to the hotel so that we could have a chilled afternoon.
Well, unfortunately, you've had to bear with me a little bit on this vlog. I have just not felt good. So we spent most of the day in the hotel room trying to sleep, trying to deal with my fever. I've had the most horrendous fever. But yeah. We have an early flight tomorrow, at 6 a.m. If you think you know where we're going, leave a guess in the comments below and we will see you there. Bye! If you were here since Berlin, you would know that they had bears like these in Berlin, but for every country. These are really cute bears. They're a bit different. Aww. They're not for like a set country, whereas the ones in Berlin... No. Oh, they're cute. Look how many there are. There you go. So if you've been with me since Berlin, here you go.
Before the end of the vlog, I just wanted to show you guys some of the Starbucks mugs that I collected while I was in Australia. They are so cute, and luckily there was one for every major city that we went to. I'm obsessed with them.